Okay, Hakeem Jeffries done put on that fitted again and linked up when it came to his confrontational moment with none other than Lawler, who, tried to be a bully and catch him when he came out of press conference and was just like, you could actually sign on to this new bill or whatever. And the one again that he's speaking of is the one where they tried to strike a deal to say, hey, we will give 1 year's worth of ACA subsidies, which is the Affordable Care Act. But in turn, they're going to sign permanently the tax cuts for these rich folks that, were put into place during the first term, and they expire at the end of this year. Mm-hmm. And do y'all see why he like that's bullshit? Because if Johnny had 5 apples and I threw one, then what happens? Um, and of course he wanted to talk about the standard deduction and saying that Jeffries voted against that. He voted against that because if you look at the back end of what would happen with this standard deduction, yes, on the front end it looks like they are absolutely trying to help American families and what have you, but when you look down the line, you are going to pay 3 times over. So not only are they going to have their permanent deduction, but you're going to have a temporary deduction that is going to cause catastrophes down the line. Let's just put it that way. Because some of y'all in math is struggling and it's just bad on today. But here's the thing. We're going to see if Jeffries holds the line. Because yes, he stood there like he was standing on business, had his hands in his pockets and whatnot, and was like, I ain't backing down and you gonna listen. He was like, you might not like it, but you damn sure gonna listen. But we're gonna see if he maintains that energy. Because again, we've been telling the Democrats to fight back. Like, what the fuck you gonna coup back? What you want us to do? Like, y'all gotta get in there. You in there. Do what needs to be done. Don't chicken out. Hold the line. Okay? Y'all out here with these people, these IOUs for they light bill and the water bill and I guess groceries. So we need you to, turn that fitted around and be like, what it is though. Mm-hmm. Um, because Lawler out here trying to be a bully and then found himself in some other bullshit because I guess, he was out here with his chest all puffed out and whatnot and got into it with Galego or whatever. And basically, again, got chin checked because he was just like, you all are trying to keep this government shut down or whatever because y'all don't want the inevitable, which would mean Alito going and being that next member on that which would absolutely force the hand of none other than Richard Scarry's Warren Mike Johnson, and there'll be nothing that he can do. And they would absolutely have to go ahead and release those. So, of course, that's why he wants to keep them out of there, at least until they can probably sign this bill. But if y'all hold on, just hold off. And of course, whenever you don't have nothing else to say because somebody done backed your ass into a corner, all Lawler could say to Galego was, knock it the hell off. We're not trying to protect any PDFs. Mm-hmm. AKA, how dare you call me out about this bullshit. But yeah, we gonna see, Jeffries. We watching. Mm-hmm. We're gonna see if you maintain that energy or you gonna be kikiing with Schumer over there behind closed doors and we all looking at y'all like, because we remember. But do understand that is the deal that the Republicans are trying to pass off to the Democrats, and they're trying to pressure them to sign this by saying, look, we're at least giving y'all a year to basically figure out, who gonna have insurance in the next 2 years or not. And don't go with this whole idea of, well, let's just let them go ahead and do it. And when they see all this stuff skyrocket and, people are off of it, then, no. These are certain things that you cannot fix on the back end like that, okay? You can't do that. And then you have to look at the possible loss of life because some insurances are literally keeping people earthside. Literally. America's not a real place, and yeah, I'm starting to believe that we might have to go ahead and talk to Bush and be like, bro, what the fuck? Because No Child Left Behind is out here fucking motherfuckers up. These people in our came out here and had kids, and they helping them with their math. Because if Johnny had 5 apples and you bit one, and it turned into an orange, I just don't understand. Because that's what we're at right now. All right, y'all. We're going to see what happens. Will the government stay shut down? Or will the Democrats fold as the world turns?
Like and subscribe to Mom's channel.